Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin. Today we have a watch unboxing here. This is the Seiko, was it SSK003, the Seiko GMT. Knew I wanted this one when it was announced, so went ahead and ordered. I did a pre-order for this actually. Maybe I should have waited and just gone to the store and ordered one. I thought I could get it a little faster doing the pre-order. But I guess not. So anyway, let's get this open. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this case shape. Looks like there might be some order information on this, so let me open this off to the side. Come on. Okay, here we go. Yes, SSK003. This is the black and blue bezel version. Actually, let me see what's in this paperwork here. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's just a receipt with the order information. So $250 was the pre-order, and then $225. So paid $475 for this. All right, let's get out of the package here. Yeah, my SKX, I paid SKX009. I had it for over 10 years, and I think I paid 130 bucks for that. I had it from Amazon quite a while ago. So yes, this watch looks very similar to the Seiko SKX, but this one does have the drilled lugs, a very similar case shape. I'll compare this in a future video to my SKX. I don't recall the last time Seiko, or if they ever have had a GMT movement. Well, they do in their higher end watches, but not in the 5KX. So solid links, solid end links. Something to hang take off later when I size the bracelet. No, I'll just show this quickly next to my SKX. It's sitting right over here. I always have it on the table with me. The bezel is a little more shiny. Maybe a different anodization on the aluminum there, or just this is an old watch. Yeah, you can see very similar looking. Very interesting. This is the old style Jubilee bracelet, so hollow end links, hollow center links. It's just a jangle bracelet, but very comfortable on wrist. Worn the heck out of this watch, so no complaints there for my 130 bucks. All right, let's put this one on wrist, and then we'll close out the video here. Still wearing the Adam Benedict Genesis 03. I'll do a video on this in a few days here, but very comfortable on this leather strap. Wow, interesting bezel. I was not expecting that. When I turned it to the left, there was no clicks, so I assumed it would just go both ways. So yeah, just a friction fit bezel, so don't have to worry about any bezel misalignment. You can, I guess there's infinity clicks here. You can put it wherever you want. Speaking of that, this one here, the bezel action's gotten quite stiff. I've cleaned it quite a few times, taken it off, cleaned it with soap and water, but anyway, I really don't use it too much. clicks are very weird on this. I don't know, maybe I'll fix it one of these days for real. It's almost like a friction fit bezel the way it's working there. Oh yes, and a display case back on this one. What is this? A 4R37? I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. You tell me on the back here. Let's zoom in, take a look, and then I'll get this on my wrist. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. What does it say there? 4R34, I think that says. Okay, let's get her on wrist, and then we'll close out the video. Same kind of stamped clasp here. I don't mind the stamped clasp. Anyway, new style dual pushers, not just a friction clasp like the old one. So there we go, on my 6.5-inch wrist. Looking forward to spending some time with this watch. Oh, okay, so that's it's probably not a sapphire crystal, but perhaps a Hardlex crystal on the bezel there. That's why it looks shiny like that. Alright, that will conclude this unboxing video. As always, thank you for taking the time and thank you for watching. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it.